Hey everybody, it's Adam Farkas, and I think we've all seen over the past day or two what's been coming out of Houston with all the pictures. As I speak to you right now, the disaster is actually still ongoing. There's still raining down in Houston, but I wanted to put all of the data together for folks who are out there looking for help, or those who want to contribute and try to help out as well. With me on the phone today, I have Rebecca Hildebrand, and she is the director for Optometry Cares, and she's going to tell us all about how Optometry Cares works and what they do to actually aid ODs in need. So Rebecca, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So Rebecca, can you just tell us briefly, what is Optometry Cares and what is Optometry's Fund for Disaster Relief?
Of course. So Optometry Cares is the American Optometric Association's foundation. We have several programs, including Infancy and Vision USA, and Optometry's Fund for Disaster Relief is one of our programs. And with Optometry's Fund for Disaster Relief, we can provide grants up to $4,000 to optometrists who experience any type of property damage to their home or practice due to a natural disaster, like a Hurricane Harvey. So over the past 12 years, we have provided funding for flooding, fires, tornadoes, things along those lines.
Right. And the big question that everyone has on the site is who can qualify for the funds? Do you have to be a member of the AOA? Can you be a non-AOA member? What's it all about?
We want to help people who need help. So you don't necessarily have to be an AOA member to apply for funding. Any practicing optometrist can apply. Currently, we don't have a fund set up for students, but we've been having some conversations right now going down that road. So stay tuned for something along those lines.
Great. And how can someone contact you if they need to make a claim?
So you can find our application on AOAfoundation.org/OFDR, so Optometry's Fund for Disaster Relief abbreviation. And on there, you will find information about our disaster relief, but also on the left-hand side, there's a download the application link. You would simply download the application, fill it out. It's a one-pager, less than 10 questions. And then you can email it, fax it to foundation@AOA.org, or you can contact the Texas Optometric Association, and they can also help you with processing the application.
Excellent. And if someone wants to contribute to the fund, how does one go about doing that?
So you would also go to AOAfoundation.org, and then on the top of our page, there's a donate button, and it will take you directly to our donation page. And under program designation, you would select Optometry's Fund for Disaster Relief, and that funding would get directly to Optometry Cares and our disaster relief program.
Excellent. And one question the folks had on the site was, how can we be sure that their donations are actually going to the Hurricane Harvey victims? And do you have any statistics on how much of the funds contributed actually go out to the victims?
Mm-hmm. So I'm very proud to say that 100% of the funds donated to Optometry's Fund for Disaster Relief go to victims of disasters. So since the inception of the program around 2005, we've given away over $1 million to over 300 optometrists. Already so far this week, I've received 7 applications from doctors in Texas needing assistance. So I think, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Typically, we get a lot of applications 2 to 3 weeks after a large-scale disaster like this. So I think the need is going to be definitely there.
Absolutely. This is probably going to be the largest natural disaster in U.S. history, with estimates of $160 billion in damages. So I think anything that we can do to contribute will go a long way.
It definitely will.
Great. Well, Rebecca, thanks so much for taking the time today.
You are very welcome. Thank you so much for having me.